Hello students, this is Veena, Assistant Professor in the Department of English, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to cover the topic phonetics, listening to the sound of English language. This topic is under the module 2, which it talks about the sounds, the listening to the sound of English language. How to pronounce and what is the important criteria in learning the sounds of English language is taught through this topic. Now, let us get started. Phonetics. It is a branch of linguistics that focuses on production and clarification of the word speech sounds. I repeat it. Production and classification of the word's speech sounds. It is a branch of linguistics which is useful in the production, how the words, the sounds are produced and how they are classified into different criterial zones is the phonetics. The production of speech looks at the interaction of different vocal organs. It is the entity which will talk about the interaction of different vocal organs. Depends on its voice modulation of the vocal organs, the sounds are categorized. So, the phonics is the branch of that linguistics which will produce and also classify the sounds of speech. For example, lips, tongue, teeth to produce particular sounds. So, how we are going to use our lips, our tongue, our teeth? What are the ways we are making ourselves utilizing our vocal organs in making it preparing to produce that particular vocal sound to match the linguistic phenomena is the most important aspect to develop your English language skills. So, sounds play a major role in making you understand and also pronounce the words properly. So, it is very important for you all to understand the proper utilization of vocal cords, vocal modulation when you are pronouncing certain words. By classification of speech, we focus on sorting of speech sounds into categories. Speech sounds are categorized according to the sounds they produce. With the lips, they are categorized into one zone. With tongue, with the tone, with the vocal cords, there is different categorizing pro forma and the criteria depends on the sounds our vocal cords make and how this gesture is made and what way the sounds are pronounced is very important. To gain that command over the language, to gain that accent and the stress and the intonation over the words, we must learn this phonics. Instead, if you do not learn and if you go on use your MTI influence and use your language, it will not be helpful in developing your good communication skills. So, always remember you should have at least knowledge about the sounds of the alphabets of the language of whatever you are learning. Especially English is the global language, international language which is helping you to stand on the common platform. So, you must know how the words are pronounced, how the speech is categorized, in what way the modulations are done, how the stress and intonation works in the way of speech and the communication process. So, let us try to understand the sounds of the English language. The IPA is a framework that uses a single symbol to describe each distinct sound. And the language can be found in dictionaries and textbooks worldwide. See, the language is found anywhere, all over the world. There are many textbooks, there are many books, many e-books where you find the language. But how you have the practice over the language. How you are pronouncing the language, how you are pronouncing the speech words are the most important, play the most important role in making you learning these sounds. For example, the noun fish. What is this? Fish has 4 letters, but the IPA presents this as 3 sounds. I hope you all can see it. This fish, fish. So this is the way. This symbol stand for sh sound. So fish. So the spelling is F-I-S-H. But when we put it in the phonics, when we put it in the sounds format of IPA, phonetics then it is fish. And it is denoted like this. This symbol is giving out the sound sh, fish, fish. Okay. Phonetics as an interdisciplinary science has many applications. As we have grammar with many structures, many kind of rules and regulations, even phonics is interdisciplinary science. It has many applications. At what time, where, how we are going to use this phonics is very, very important. This includes its use in forensic investigations when trying to work out whose voice is behind a recording. Yes, this is true. Many people use this application of phonics to recognize the voice of that particular person who is talking in the conversation, which they have to investigate. So such good work is being adapted and done by the phonics. So it is very, very useful to you in the way of your pronunciation, in the way of developing your effective communication. Now, phonetics looks at the physical production of sounds, how the sounds are produced physically, focusing on which vocal organs are interacting with each other, how these vocal cords are interacting with each other. The phonetics is completely based on the physical sounds which are addressed through this vocal cords. So here we have to concentrate on how the modulation is done through our tongue, through our lips, through our vocals. So all that is very, very important. Phonetics also looks at the concept of voicing. It is the concept of voicing. How the speech is given out is the most important entity which the phonetics will be concentrating on. Occurring at the pair of muscles found in your voice box. Isn't it? How your muscles are moving to and fro, how they are modulating themselves to give out that speech from your voice box is the concept of your phonetics. Also known as Adam's apple. What is your voice box is also called as Adam's apple. If the vocal folds are vibrating, this creates voicing, and any sound made in this way are called voiced sounds. For example, if you are suffering with cold, you will have an echo. You will have an echo in your voice modulation. This is because of that echo which is created in your Adam's apple. So always remember, your voice quality differs from the time and situation how you are. If you are better, then your voice is perfect. If you are suffering with cold, then your voice is different. If you are sad, your voice is different. Depends on how the muscles will enact to produce that speech, to produce that sound, such that it is effective and also carry that emotion behind that voice modulation. These sounds are classified specifically in 2 types. One is vocal sounds and the other is consonant sounds. So with these phonetics, in the phonetics, we have 2 types of sounds. One is vowel sounds and the other is consonantal sounds. Now what are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. As you all know, all other alphabets except A, E, I, O, U are consonants. So these speech sounds are speech alphabets are being categorized into 2 ways, that is vocal sounds and the consonant sounds. Now we have 44 sounds, in which those are 20 vowels and 24 consonants, 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs. See, again I am repeating it for you. We have 44 phonic sounds, in which 20 are categorized as vowel sounds and 24 are categorized as consonant sounds. Again, these 20 vowel sounds have been divided into two. Those are 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs. Next, vowel sounds of English. A vowel sound is produced when the air comes off the mouth freely without any blockage or closure in the mouth cavity by the tongue, teeth, lips, etc. When the air comes out of the mouth freely, when this space is free, when the air comes out without any blockage through the mouth, tongue, lips, those kind of sounds are called the vowel sounds. In this, we have monophthongs and the diphthongs. These are two kinds of vowel sounds. Then, monophthongs, we have front, central, back. Again, open, open mid, close mid and close. See, we have all these sounds. This is E. When try to listen to it carefully. It is E. 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 Ooh. When these sounds are spoken, whether my voice is out with good spread of force without any blockage is very, very important. A, E, I, O, U, Oo. So all these sounds come under the category of the vowel sounds and they will be pronounced in the way of central, mid, close, front, closures of that particular entity. Yes. Now just see these sounds. A, E, I, O, U. How they are pronounced? The voice is out without any blockage, with the mid open and the central elements through your tongues. Okay. So this is where you pronounce your vowel sounds. Now here, examples of E. The front, close, unrounded. E. The front. This is the front end. That is E. How do you do this? Front, closed, unrounded. Classification of tongue positions for vowels is front, close, unrounded. Then see. In. 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 It is front, unrounded vowel between close and half close. In. In. It is not completely closed. It is half closed. Then comes A. Egg. Egg. Fent. Front unrounded vowel between half close and half open. Then mat. At. Front unrounded vowel just below the half open position. So in this way you will be learning to pronounce the sounds such that your pronunciation will look more and more better. Now some more. Ask. It is ask. Back open. Ask. Here the sound is coming. Not here. It is not front. It is back. Ask. Then off. Off. That is here. I am going to give it the sound from the back. Not front side. So it is back open unrounded. Then all. All. Tall. Again from the back sound. Back round vowel between half close and half open. Then pull. Pull. Sugar. Sugar. It is not from the front side of the tongue. It is coming from the background vowel between half and half close. So you must be able to pronounce words like this with the correct pronunciation of the sounds. Then food. Food. Stool. Food. Black. Back. Close. Round vowel. Then up. Up. Then central unrounded vowels. Then earth. Earth. Earn. It is earth. Earn. Central unrounded vowel between half close and half open. Then sofa. Sofa. It is coming again from the central way. Sofa. Central unrounded vowel between half close and half open. Then till now we have spoke about the monophthongs, which are central, back and front, and the way they are pronounced. Now diphthongs. These vowel sounds are combination of two single vowel sounds, and in pronouncing them, the tongue moves from one position to another. For instance, in the word light, the sound E is a combination of vowel sound A. And in art, E and it. The words hair, tar and poor also contain double vowel sounds. When two vowel sounds get together and give rise to a sound, that is diphthongs, with two sounds towards each other. Now like here, I, oo, ik, all those things. So you have to understand the way they are pronounced. Now let us try to understand it clear. If I only show you the symbols, you will not be able to understand. Let us try to understand them with the words and their pronunciation. Symbol for diphthong in British phonic chart and common phonics representation. Here example words. Here you see, just pronounce these words. Here, beer, here, tar. This is ear. E, a. Together. That is diphthongs. E, a. Ear. Next. Apron. Rain. A-I. Rain. Play. Snake. Ate. Obey. Then comes sure. Sure. O and E. Sure. Poor. Tour. Boil. Oink. Enjoy. Royal. So these are the combination of two vowel sounds together gives out your diphthong sounds. So once you start, when you start it, it will look very, very difficult. But when you start practicing them, you will understand the difference between the monophthongs and the diphthongs. And the way you pronounce them is also very, very important. And it can be achieved only with good practice. Now we will come to consonant sounds. The list describes the consonant sounds of English. That is, we have bilabal, labiodental, dental, alveolar, post-alveolar, palato-alveolar, palatal, velar and glottal. These are all the different kinds of consonantal sounds which are integrated into the phonetics. We have plosives, we have affricates, we have fricatives, we have nasal sounds, we have lateral sounds and approximants or semi-vowels. Now let us see them. Let us try to understand them with the sort of examples. Of course, here are some of them. P and B. They are bilabal. P and B. T and D. If you see F and V, this is labiodental. M, W, W. Then S and Z. Then N, L, R. So when we do it with example, you will be understanding it more better. Now let's see P. P. It is voiceless. Patch. Spill. Pet. Spill. Then coming to B sound. Bun. About. It is voiced. Bun. About. T. It is voiceless again. Talk. Talk. Active. Actives. It is voiceless. Then D. It is voiced. Day. Adopt. Day. Adopt. Then come to K. K sound. It is again voiceless. Keeper. Keeper. Speaker. Can you hear the sound of K? It is just integrated into it. It is there, but it is voiceless. Again, G. It is voiced. How? Goal. Begin. Just see the difference. Voiceless, where the sound is just there, but it is not heard much. But voiced, you have the base sound with it. Okay, see the difference? Pet, spur. Here, we don't have much voice of this word per. But when it comes to bar, we have bun, above. So, this is the way we pronounce the words. Next, again see fur. Fur is again voiceless. Fit, before. Fit, before. Then wow. Avoid. Again it is voiced. Then voiceless. Thought. Atheist. Then comes voiced. These. Whether. Sir. Set. Post. It is again voiceless. Sir is again voiceless. How is it pronounced? Set. Post. Z is voiced. Desert. Reason. Desert. Reason. Then voiceless. Sheet. Cash. Sheet. Cash. Can you hear the sound of sir? No. Then provision. Provision. Occasion. Here again it is voiced. Voiceless is her again. Hey. Horse. Behind. The voiceless sound is H. Then chop. Latch. Again D, is voiced. Jew, jar. Then nasal sounds which come from the nostrils, which comes from the nasal sound. These are called the nasals. That is m, n. That is man, nose, ring. Just see that. Voiced. S, wonder. Then comes lateral voice sounds. They are live, calm. Then comes frictionless sounds. R, ground, great. In this way, you are going to pronounce your word. Now we have some more examples of ow, and oi and oi. See the difference here. August, saw. Again the same kind of voice but with the different letters here. August, saw. Trout, down. Coin, boy. I sound, ow sound and ow sound. Aw sound and aw sound. In a different mode of phonetics. How they are pronounced. How they are called out through your vocal cords is the study of your phonics. Let us see some more. 2, 3. Autumn, brownie. Autumn, brownie. Pot, gown. Oink, royal. How you are pronouncing them. How those words are coming from your vocal cords. Are they coming open without any blockage? Are they vowel sounds? Are they consonant sounds? It is very, very important. In the foundation level, it will be a bit difficult to understand the difference between these sounds. But once you understand which sound is voiceless and which sound is voiced, it is very, very easy for you all to pronounce those words in such case. And it also important to attach that feeling and emotion according to the time and the situation when you pronounce all these words. Let us now try to understand these sounds with proper examples. Of course, we have here sounds with different voices and the way they are pronounced is different. For example, here if you see, the first word is August. August. Then comes saw. So, the thing is aw. Same thing that which is similar is aw. August. Saw. August. Saw. So, this is where there is a slight difference in the mix-up of these two sounds. See how they are pronounced from your vocal cords. August. So, it is opening from the lower case, that is down to the back open-ended. Maybe the vowel sound is from there. Then, oh, trout. Oh, again, down. Trout, down. Trout, down. How the way it is pronounced, the modulation, the stress on that particular word. Again, come again here. Oi, coin, coin. Then it is boy. Oi and oi, again the sounds may be similar, but they pronounced in a different way. Boy, boy. Coin, coin. So there is the matching of this voice. Again see here, taught, taught, loss, taught, loss, out, out, clown, out, clown, ow and ow, that sound. Then comes join, joy, joy, joy. See the way the words are pronounced in that particular word and in that particular structure of the framing of that word. Then let us try to understand them with the pronunciation of some more examples of the words. Here see, caught, caught, autumn, autumn, cause, cause, because, because, caution, caution, laundry, sauce, fraud. See the way these words are coming from your vocals. Try to understand whether they are front, they are back, or they are central voiced words. How we are going to pronounce them. Try to follow how I am pronouncing them. If you practice these words in a very proper and in a very effective way with all the attention, this will be very, very easier for you to learn proper pronunciation of the words. Let us again. Saw, saw, loss, loss, pawn, granny, crawl, draw, dawn, fawn. The way we give out the voice, the way we pronounce the words. Some are voiceless, some are voiced. We must able to differentiate the voiced sounds and also the voiceless sounds. We have to remember keenly, attention is very, very important in learning the phonic sounds. If you cannot pay attention, then it will be a very, very big problem for you all to understand and practice these sounds. So pay attention while you are pronouncing the words. Try to understand the differentiation of voiced sounds and voiceless sounds. Whether it is back voiceless or it is front voiceless. Whether it is back voiced sounds or it is front voiced sounds. Everything, the function is completely carried out through your vocal cords. But how we are pronouncing it? With the use of your lips, with the use of your tongue, with the use of your vocal areas of whatever it is, you have to have very good practice over the pronunciation of the words. Let us see some more. Count, count, pot, loud, loud, pound, sound, sound, cloud, fountain, fountain, fountain. See the way the voice is coming out because it is vowel sound which is openly coming, blowing out the air without any kind of obstacle. Then down, down, clown, cow, cow. It is not cow, it is cow. Gown, howl, owl, owl. See the way I am twisting my tongue. Owl. So here you are using your tongue to twist it to understand that particular sound. Bow, allow, allow. You are just making use of your tongue too here. Allow, allow. Coin, oi sound. I sound. Coin, join, point, point, oink, boil, coil, noise, noise, noise. See the way it has been pronounced from the deeper downs of your vocal cord. Noise, soil, joint, Voice. Voice. How it has come from the back end voice of your vocal cords. Boy. Joy. Enjoy. Roll. Choice. Coy. Destroy. Employ. See the way of the words, how they are pronounced, how they are matched with each other to give out the proper sound of that particular word. See, always concentrate on the way it is produced. If you see here, try to understand this voiceless and voice sounds also. Here, for example, let us see the differentiation here. Fur is voiceless. Fetch. Fit, before, then V for voiced sounds, that is wow, avoid. Just try to understand, there are sounds which are voiceless, there are sounds which are voiced. You must be able to differentiate this. If you are able to differentiate this, you will obviously make the correct pronunciation of the words. Let us see again these two also. Sir, set. What is set? Voiceless. It is sir. Sir is voiceless. Set. Post. Set. Post. Where is the voice seen? But it is intuitively integrated in that sound. But it is voiceless. But when it comes to voice sound Z, desert. Desert. Reason. Reason. The Z sound is produced here. Again, let us see one more. Let us revise them. Here, nasal sounds also. We tend to know we have that thing that we don't notice these nasal sounds. M, N, M. These are all the nasal sounds where tongue touch the tip of your above mouth column. That is tongue. M. It comes from the nose. That sound arises from the nasal tone. Here, voiced. M, N. These are all voiced one. Man. Calm. Noise. Nose. All these things. So try to understand this difference between the voiced and the voiceless sounds. It is very, very useful for you if you practice it. Practice more and more with this voice and voiceless sounds. It will help you more in fetching the proper pronunciation of the words. Let us see this frictionless. Now here, voiced continuant, that is ground. Great. See that expression. It is continuant. Voiced continuant. Great. Ground. Here you see again lateral sound, voiced one. Live. Calm. See the differentiation in the way I am pronouncing the word. This doesn't come with just 1 or 2 sittings and the way you just read them and it's over. It is part of your portion. It doesn't mean that you just learn some symbols and just finish it off. It is only the practice which will make you understand and learn proper sounds in the English phonics. You should learn the sounds of English such that your communication will become more and more better. So I expect you all to practice them and also make efficient, take some time, practice them. Try to make yourself inculcate the habit of understanding the difference of the voiced sound and voiceless sounds. In such a way, you should be able to understand what are vocal sounds, what are consonant sounds. If you are vocal, are they diphthongs or monophthongs? If they are diphthongs, how they are compiled with 2 vowel sounds is the most important aspect. If they are monophthongs, how they are pronounced without the obstruction of the voice from the lower level of your vocal cords. So remember all these aspects, practice well such that your communication become more and more better and you stand unique among everyone while you talk to others. Keep that make that you become a unique person and stand unique, making difference in the group and in your organization. So there, I want you all to practice them well and understand and cultivate the habit of improving your English language skills such that it will be helpful to you in your professional life. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.